Welcome to this series where I show you what I cook every day to replicate the pleasure of junk food while still eating something healthy and also being easy and convenient to prepare. So today I gotta fucking finish this rice, Jesus Christ. I can't keep having this. Okay, it's almost finished. Yesterday my mother cooked something with it, so it's even less. So I looked at the fridge before and I had this ground beef and I figured I could make some like kind of mix with the rice. So keeping in mind that I'm still following the pleasure hypothesis, meaning the 6 pillars. So this ground beef will satisfy umami, okay, and also some fat. This gives umami alone, okay. By the way, this is also gonna satisfy digestibility. So we kind of have digestibility checked off, umami checked off, and kind of fat also checked off. I will also add some fat by myself, but we have to satisfy saltiness, which can be easily satisfied, sweetness and acidity. So acidity can be done with vinegar, and sweetness we will see. I was thinking about vegetables because, wait, let me show you. I had some leftover celery and I figured I could use this. So an important thing you may want to know is that if you mix some kind of meat, okay, it is usually a meat and vegetables. There are basically a lot of stuff about umami that will kind of make you make your umami more intense. One of those things is that if you mix vegetables and meat, you're basically mixing nucleotides with some other fucking chemical. Don't worry about that. Just know that if you mix vegetables and meat, your umami perception will go very up. And umami, for those of you who don't know, is the savoriness, okay? So I'm gonna mix some vegetables and some meat, and then I'm gonna add the rice maybe. If you have anything like anything else, go ahead. You don't have to use the same stuff as me. If you have some other, I don't know, fucking eggplant or some carrots, I don't know, some zucchini, you decide. Okay, it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna start everything now, and I will add some fat. Okay, so the fat is completely taken care of. Okay, and now I will cut some celery in. So first, unconventional things of the day, of convenience, because remember we are covering health, pleasure and convenience. The convenience tip here is that I will not use a cutting board. Why? Well, I have to clean it later. I don't like cleaning stuff, okay? I'm very lazy and I like to do things quick. I don't want cooking to be something that takes a ton of time on my day, so I will just cut this thing in the middle of nothing. Remember, you don't have to be precise when you're cutting things. Look, I'm cutting them very roughly because, look, who the fuck cares? It is food, it will go into your stomach, you will digest it, and no one will see that. So as long as you like it, it doesn't care, like it doesn't matter the size of the vegetable. How the fuck is this spraying here? And so yeah, you can roughly cut it. At the end of the day, what matters is the taste, and not like the taste can be influenced by consistency and other things, but it is way less important than those 6 pillars. Okay, yeah, roughly cut them. They will kind of melt anyway, so even like precise cutting is so fucking useless here, because again, like they will kind of get melted while they cook anyway. So if you cut them precisely, you will eliminate the detail anyway. So I'm just gonna cut them roughly because no one fucking cares. And you should not either, okay? If you're like cooking and you're stressed about cooking because you don't want to take like precise stuff and you don't want to stress, you don't have to, okay? You really don't have to. I'm adding everything together. Usually people will wait for the meat to be like kind of braised under it, and then they will add the vegetable and then deglaze everything, those very magical terms. You don't have to do that, okay? If you just want to eat something healthy, quick, and also want to enjoy that, that's the last thing you need. Okay, you don't have to worry about cooking. This is a big mistake I see everybody do. Like when they want to learn cooking because they want to eat, something they prepare. Because we all know that home cooked meals are better for you. They all do the same mistake. They go on YouTube and they search how to cook or something like that, and they will find those complicated as tutorials that they're not useful. They will flood you with information, very useless information. I remember a video when I started cooking by myself that was saying like, oh, how to skin a bell pepper. What the fuck? Like, who the fuck cares? No one cares. And that was a video about this woman like explaining how to cut a perfect fucking bell pepper. I was like, who the fuck has a perfect bell pepper? I don't have perfect bell pepper. And she was like opening it and like playing on the plate. It was called like cooking 101 or something, like a very stupid video. How the fuck do you start cooking this way? There is no way I'm starting cooking this way. No way at all. And so, yeah, no way at all I'm starting to cook like that. And she was like skimming the bell pepper like a fucking piece of meat. Like, chill bro, it's not that deep. Just fucking trying to cook and trying to eat. And I need a tutorial on how to skin a bell pepper if I want to learn how to cook. Okay, important. It's not important that you do it now, because remember, you don't have to care. You can do it later, now, before, after, doesn't matter. But remember to add salt. Okay, salt is very important. Fuck, maybe added too much. I mean, there is the rice, so it will balance out somehow. So I'm adding salt because this is very, very fucking bland. Like, if you take a taste now, I will not now because it's raw. But if you tasted it, or if you cooked it all the way and tasted it, it would have been very fucking sad. When something is missing in your food, it is usually one of these. Okay, you're not missing some spice. I used to do this all the time. Like when something was missing, I would go, maybe it's the paprika, maybe it is the black pepper, or maybe the curry is missing. No, bro, it's not the curry, it's not the spices. It is probably salt. Okay. Umami or one of the other things, okay? That is the thing that is missing. Usually it is salt or umami, but it can be anything of this. So don't stress about like spices and shit. Just focus on the 6 pillars. They're the thing that are important. Fucking hell, it's so slow. I will raise the heat. It's taking so much time. Hopefully it will be quicker. I will actually add a little bit more fat. You can use butter. Just don't use seed oils, please. Look at this shit. Don't use this, guys. This in Italian, this says like, oh, seed oil, okay? Don't use seed oil. Peanut oil, like, do not use this shit. Use like olive oil, like extra virgin olive oil. I'm lucky I live in Italy, so you have this high quality olive oil to my disposal. But yeah, also butter is fine, especially ghee. Clarified butter, you have to understand that, I don't know the specific difference between, like I know that clarified butter is basically butter without the water, okay? In fact, if you take a look, like, it's so fucking hard. This is normal butter, soft. This is fucking hard. Clarified butter is like very useful if you're trying to cook, okay? It is very hard. Actually, it is impossible to burn it. While the butter is like, sometimes if you are not an expert, like, it will burn easily. But it is still better to use butter than to use seed oil. So use one of those 2 fats to satisfy the fat pillar, okay? Fat is very easy to satisfy. You just have to add some olive oil. Maybe even at the end, you don't have to do it now. So, let me think. So, one thing you can think about now is the color, okay? The color is fine, I mean, it's not appetizing. So, to enhance the color, okay, which is a part, okay, of flesh, not a big part. The big part is this, but if you want to increase the appearance, you can take a look at the colors and try to add something that complements those colors. In this case, I need some red. What do you think about it? Maybe some yellow could have been it, but maybe some red is better. Let's see if I have any red ingredients. I don't have any red ingredients. Actually, I have it, but if I add this, it will kind of blend. Actually, you know what? I'll add it anyway. So yes, I will add some of this. Like tomato paste. Tomato paste will also add something special. That is umami, sweetness, kind of. And I don't know what. These are something made, so I don't know if I don't think this is like purely tomato. So there may be also some salt and some acidity. I don't fucking know, but it won't hurt. Okay. Remember, I'm satisfying those pillars. I'm not looking at the ingredients. I'm not looking at what I'm adding in. I'm just looking at what I'm adding through the pillars, okay? I don't know if that makes sense. Fuck the lid. So, yeah, I think it's a good fit. So let's put this. What if I add some sauerkraut? What do you think? I mean, all the health benefits about sauerkrauts will be deleted if I add, like if I cook them, but who cares? I will take some sauerkrauts and add them. Wait, look, instead of taking another spoon and doing it, I will take this one. Obviously it's dirty and I'm not gonna put it there, so I will wash it with water. Bam. Brand new spoon. I can use it now. Convenience, guys, remember. Shine, look at how beautiful colors. I love this. This will also add some acidity. So actually the acidity is done. Great. Fucking hell, nice. I don't have to worry about acidity anymore. This is acidic. So that's great. I wanted to add some lemon juice or some vinegar, but if I'm adding this, I'm fine. You see, great idea. Didn't think about this. Okay, look, remember, I'm not thinking about the ingredients like, oh, but sauerkrauts don't go well together with celery, or sauerkrauts don't go well together with this. I'm just looking at the pillars and I'm adjusting it to that. Okay. If I was thinking about the ingredients, I probably would have added this like cauliflower, but what does this add? Nothing. Okay, so you will not like it. So I'm just adding the things that make sense. I will let it cook for a bit. Look, the water is evaporating. So you see that yellow stuff? That yellow stuff is oil. This oil will allow the meat and anything under it to undergo the Maillard reaction. The Maillard reaction is tasty as fuck. It enhances the umami and also the sweetness, also the digestibility. So we all like the browning, so we will keep that way. How much rice is this? Meanwhile, I can see I can like fix the kitchen, so maybe throw away this. All right. I can prepare maybe the plates. So I'll, for example, take 2 plates. I'm cooking for my mother too. So I will take 1 and 1. I will take. Oh, let me stir this. Nice. See the browning on the bottom? This is the browning. Very tasty, fuck. Wow. Incredible. If you're able to remove the browning and put it into the food will absorb that browning. So you may as well scrub it and try to implement it. Doesn't matter if you don't take it all, just a little bit is fine. So stirring it, and bam. Now the browning will restart with a new meat that is coming into contact with the bottom. Because after a bit of time, like, oh actually look, I was able to take the browning off. Because the water is released, so I can scrape it. So when something is browning, oh look at it, beautiful. When something is browning, okay, it will stick to the pan and produce that brown stuff. It will stay on the pan and it will stay also on the food. If you let it too much, it will go from brown to black. It will burn. It takes a lot of time to burn, so don't worry about that. But when you reset the browning, meaning you detach the meat from the pan, bam, you flip and you make the browning happen in other places of the meal. If that makes sense to you. I don't know if you understood it. But yeah, I can eat this like this. I will let it cook a little bit more. Why? No idea. It feels right to me, but you can eat it like this, I think. Maybe I want the vegetable to be a little bit softer, maybe, I don't know. I'm just cooking with my heart. So let's take the spoon, let's clean it, then let's start. Nice. So let's I'll have some rice today again. That is cooking, it is browning once again. That's great. And meanwhile, notice that we are taking care of health, because this is not unhealthy, this is healthy as fuck. Okay? We are taking care of pleasure, okay? Pleasure. Okay? Very pleasureful, this is very tasty. And we are also taking care of convenience. Take a look around you. And notice, tell me if you see any mess created. I've created no mess, okay? This belongs here. This belongs, well, this belongs here. I created nothing, I created no mess. Okay, there is a lot of steam coming out. This is an input for me. An input that is gonna like tell me to care about the thing, because when I see too much steam and I get scared, okay? I get scared that it will burn. So when you see something like too much steam, you may as well take it out, stir it a little bit, see if anything has burned. If nothing has burned, put it back on. Maybe look at the temperature. Fuck, 8 is a lot. Let's lower it. Okay? This is the mental process you have to go through to not care about the temperature. Okay? Because convenience also includes the ease of like preparation, if that makes sense. The ease of I don't want to like stress too much about the recipe, that's the thing. So I will just not care about the temperature, and whenever I see smoke, whenever I hear a sound, a very strong sound, when I smell like burned smell, I will check on it and stir it a little bit, take it away, check the temperature, put it back on and stir it. Let me taste. Fuck, too hot. Wow, sauerkrauts are amazing. Never had them cooked. Yeah, good. Very, oh my fucking god. Extremely tasty. Maybe a little bit too salty. Yeah, actually a little bit too salty. My mother will not be happy about that. But they will mix with the rice and balance out the saltiness. Okay? So take a look at how much salt I added and keep in mind that that was too much. Because I also added the sauerkraut. Sauerkrauts are very salty, so I have to keep that in mind next time. Yeah, maybe to hide the saltiness, I've heard that if you add acidity, it will hide the saltiness. So we'll add a splash of vinegar. You don't need to do this, completely optional. I'm just trying out. I'm still learning. I'm still learning myself, so I'm gonna try this stuff. Okay, the browning is there. I don't want this to brown anymore, otherwise it will burn, so I will scrape it off. Alright. Okay, I'm noticing that when I cook and when I record and comment on myself, it's kind of hard to cook at the same time as speaking, so I will have to get used to this. If you notice me like stumbling and stopping for some reason, that's it. Alright. I think I can take this and eat it. Wait, let me have a good presentation. Where the fuck is the spoon? Ah, here it is. I will take like a bit more than half, because like my mother is, I'm also cooking for her, so we'll leave some for her. Put it on the side, looks great. I will also add some yogurt maybe. No, actually there is already white, so there is no need to add yogurt. I mean, you can add it because it adds acidity and also a bit of creaminess. Oh, I will add it. Okay, I will add it. I decided. So, okay, I will take this and some of this. Maybe we'll add some raw sauerkraut because the color is amazing. Bam. Some sauerkraut there. It looks great. It tastes amazing. It is healthy as fuck. Didn't take much time to prepare, and most importantly, I didn't get stressed while preparing it. That's the most important part. Now we'll take another spoon. So let's take this and put it here. Actually, this color is amazing. I really suggest you learn how to make sauerkrauts. Okay, maybe make a tutorial if you want. Let me know if you really want. Otherwise, you can just look other places to how to prepare this. But yeah, I found my method. So if you want a video about this, like tell me in the comments. And yeah, I mean that's it. I can add more, I can add less. Doesn't really matter. And bam. So I noticed that if I eat here, you hear it very strongly there. So I'm not gonna annoy you. I'll only eat once. Yeah, extremely tasty. Very, very good. Fucking hell. As always, if you want recipe to be optimized, like a favorite recipe of yours, but that you kind of hate to do because it is hard to do. Be your mother, cook something that you don't like preparing because it takes too much time. Anything you can think of, I will optimize your recipe. There is a link in the description, check it out and take a bite now. It's fucking delicious.
Thank you.